makeup lovers, welcome to Enchanting Eyes, where every week we will supposedly be bringing you cruelty-free makeup tutorials. It's been a bit of a whirlwind lately. Kelly's been doing her honors degree, her final film for the year, and I've been writing exams, so things have been a bit hectic, but I'm so excited to be back and get back into the swing of things, and stay tuned. So today we're going to be doing a first impressions, full face NYX tutorial. So some of the stuff I've been using for a while and it's tried and tested and true, and they're like my holy grail products, and other things are going to be first impressions. We went to the NYX store opening in Stanton and we had such a blast, even though we stood on the line for hours. And I'm so excited to have like a full store of NYX because they're cruelty free, they're really affordable, and their products are really good for the price that you pay. So let's stop talking a whole bunch of rubbish and get into today's tutorial. Okay, so to start off, we're going to prime with NYX's Angel Veil Perfecting Primer, and then we are going to cover all our little pores with NYX's Pore Filler. And I find that this is a dupe for Benefit Professional. Yeah, Professional. I've actually used one on one side of my face and one on the other side, and they're pretty much the same. And as you know, Benefit is not cruelty free, so opt for the next one. So I'm just using the Angel Veil on sort of like the outer corners of my face, and then we're going to put the Pore Filler around my nose. Okay, now we're going in with the Pore Filler, and it looks exactly the same consistency and color pretty much as the Professional, and I just sort of put it around my nose and cheek area just to cover any pores. Okay, next I am going in with NYX's Total Control Drop Foundation, and I've heard such mixed reviews about this product, but I really love full coverage foundation, but apparently the more drops you add, the thicker it becomes, and apparently it's quite blendable and buildable. So let's give it a go. Yeah, it's just a very small bottle, but I think that if you are probably somebody who's only going to be using 1 or 2 drops and you like really sheer coverage, then it's probably, you know, it'll last you quite a long time. Okay, so I'm going to be using NYX's foundation brush number 4 to blend this out. I definitely don't think that it's full coverage. I did 4 drops on this side of my face. I'm pretty sure they meant like 4 drops for the entire face to go full coverage. So I don't think it's full coverage, but I'm just gonna do the outside of my face. Okay, now I'm going to go in with NYX's HD Studio Concealer, which I feel like is also really hyped up about online. I've never used this before, so this will be a first impression. And I'm going in the shade Fair. So first impressions is that it is very natural and not like the Catrice one and the Shape Tape are sort of like you put a little bit and you can like literally cover half your face with it. So first impression is that, yeah, very natural, and I feel like if you don't have a lot of stuff to correct on your face, maybe you'll like. Okay, so there you can see with concealer, without concealer. So it's definitely nice and it looks natural. It feels tacky, which I like in a concealer. It's definitely minimized some lines, but it's definitely not a full coverage concealer. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with NYX's hashtag No Filter finishing powder in the shade Ivory. Okay, so apparently this NYX powder is a dupe for Max Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. Yep, that one. I just asked Katie to Google the name for me. Which she used to use and I used to use. Like, I used to love MAC stuff. So let's give this a go and see how it is. Okay, so far I really like it. With the Catrice loose powder and the Essence loose powder, I find that, okay, I really don't like it tacky under eye area, so you have to put quite a lot of it, but then sometimes I feel like it makes your under eye area look too light. So this is really nice. Okay, now I'm going to go in and just put a little bit on my cheek area where I'll put my blush and my contour. You get the classic bronze and highlighting palette, which sort of looks like this. But this is literally just a palette where you can put your own singles in. And we got a bronzing color in the shade Tan, and we got a contouring color in the shade Gold, and they were 60 rand, I believe. And the palette for you to put all the things in was also 60 rand. So that's really cheap, and then you can literally just build up your own shades. You can put like a highlighter, like all the other sculpting colors. Alright, to bronze, I'm going to be using brush number 1 from BH Cosmetics. And I'm just going to go in really with a light hand because I don't know what these shadows are going to be like, and then I feel like we can just go from there and build. So I'm going to go in with the bronze shade. Oh, there we go. It's a really nice color. Yeah, I feel like it's very warm tone but not orangey, and I feel like once you put your blush on top of this, I would probably have gotten maybe just a tad lighter hand, because the first time I was like, nothing's happening, let me just go in, and now I feel like it's maybe a little bit too much, but the color is nice. Definitely blending very nicely as well. Okay, so now let's contour. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this blush, and it's also one of the singles that you can put in the palette, and it's in the shade Amber. I like to put my blush at the moment more towards just onto my contour on the side, not so much on the apples on my cheek. I feel like it's very, very natural, which I like. I'm not a big blush fan. I literally just like to look like I'm alive. So now this is actually Kaylee's, and she used it all the time, and her highlights is always on point, but this is my first time using it. And this is the Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator, and it says it is a lightweight liquid illuminator that gives skin a refreshed glow and beautiful highlights. So, and it's in the shade Sunbeam. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my cheeks, and then I'm going to put my powder highlight on top just to see like if it makes it pop. Ooh. Wow. We'll be taking this from Kaylee. Wow. Okay, so let's do that, and then now I'm going to go in with the Stroke of Genius highlighting palette. I am living for this really light shade and sort of like this goldy bronzy color, and then sometimes I actually go in with the lavender, which sounds a bit funny, but it's actually very sheer. So it's very, very nice. Wow. For brows, I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. And apparently this is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I really like the product so far. I've only used it once or twice, but the shade is just a little bit more warm toned. It's a little bit red, so I've been adding a little bit of my brow color from the Smashbox Shape Matters, but I'm going to actually just repurchase this in the correct color because I really like this. So you can see that the pigment is really nice, but I feel like it's just a little bit more on the reddish side for me, and I like sort of more like a cool tone brow, but it's really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the base for my eyebrow, and then I'm just going to use the Smashbox color on top. A little bit of a cheat, it's 99.9% NYX Full Face, but I'm just going to set it with the Smashbox color to make sure the color is correct. Okay, let's get on to eyes. So what I did pick up when I went to the NYX opening at Sanson City was the NYX On The Spot Makeup Brush Spray Cleaner, and I'm so impressed with this product. I've been using it all the time. I feel like this is a great product, especially for makeup artists who are maybe starting out and don't have a lot of brushes. It works really nice to clean your brushes. If you're using blending brushes and you just want to change a color but you don't have a lot of brushes and you don't have time to wash the brush and let it dry, then you can go in with this, and I just spray it on my brushes and then wipe my brush off on a tissue, and it works really nicely. I am going to be using the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, Palette Ombre in Warm Neutrals, and I just want to set my eyes. So I'm going to be going in with the white color corner and just applying it all over my lid and up to my brow bone. And I must say, you have probably seen me use this palette a few times on the channel. I really love this palette. It's super pigmented, feel like sometimes NYX eyeshadow is a bit of hit and miss, and this is really a hit. I love this palette. When I just want to pack one palette, if I'm going somewhere and I don't have a lot of space, I pack this because it's got a lot of neutrals and a lot of bold colors. It's really, really awesome, the palette. So I got this to try out to see if it was working out nicely, and I really love the glitter primer. This is amazing if you don't want to be sticking like glitter from the art shop on your eyes with eyelash glue. I actually have worn it a few times and it held in place really nicely. It was super easy to take off. I didn't feel like it was getting into my eyes and irritating my contact lenses. And it's super easy to use. So you just take off the top cap here, and then it's sort of like got little holes in the center here, and you can just decant a little bit into the lid and use it like that. So super, super easy. But I'm going to get into these colors now. I just want to warm up my crease a bit and do a bit of a transition color. Okay, so I'm going to be using NYX's blending brush for the eyes. It's brush number 16. It is all synthetic hair, cruelty-free, and I find that for a brush that is synthetic, it blends out eyeshadows really nicely, really seamlessly. A nice fade is created, and you don't have to use like a lot of work to blend everything out. Alright, then I'm going in with this brown color at the bottom, and it's sort of like a browny, purpley, burgundy into my crease, just deepening the outer corners. Alright, so taking the glitter primer, I'm just going to put a little bit onto a packer brush. Okay, now we're going to go in with some liner. I'm really excited to talk to you about this liner. I love felt tip pen liners, but I feel like they dry out super fast. I feel like sometimes they're not super black. They don't glide on very easily. This feels like a calligraphy pen to me. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. It is the best liner I've ever tried. That is a big statement to make because I've used the Steeler liner and the Smashbox liner, which have been my favorites. And then I tried this, and this is just a drugstore liner, and it just like blew my mind. So this is amazing. Okay, mascara. The NYX Full Figure Lush Lashes Mascara. And it looks like this. I'm loving the packaging. It's feeling very vampire. And it is a waterproof lengthening mascara. So far, really nice. I feel like it's not a lot of volume, but it's very black and it's not clumpy, and it's a nice lash separation. So I'm actually enjoying it so far. Alright, so that's for the eyes. Let's go ahead and zoom out and get into the lips. There's so many options. At the moment, I'm really loving the super nude Chunky Dunk lip cream. It's really lovely. But then I also love the liquid lingeries. They are definitely not as good as the Smashbox, which is still like my favorite, and the Too Faced ones. But these are really good, I think, for the price point. But today I'm going to keep it more on the nude side, and I'm going to be going in with the liquid lingerie in the shade Bedtime Flirt. Ooh la la. So this is the finished look. I am super impressed. I feel like 99% of everything that I tried today for the first time I really, really, really liked. And I would definitely use again. And I just love NYX. And I'm just so happy that they've got their own full store. Not just like a little section in clicks. Now there's like a full store. So I'm super, super excited. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, share with your friends, spread the cruelty-free love, and I hope that your highlights will be popping like this all week long. And that's it for today. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.